Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Blash and Eclectic. I'm Aaron, and today we are not going to be working on bowls like we have been in the last few videos. We're actually going to be working on a piece of what I consider actual art. It's three-dimensional art. Not going to be my normal functional art, as far as tables and things people use, all the time, bowls, whatnot. It's going to be an actual art piece. And I have this kind of rotten, but still really cool piece of dogwood. It's actually a piece of dogwood from the Best Mountain Farm. And I've had it put up for over a year now, well over a year. Rescued it from Papa's burn pile. So I have an idea, and you guys are just going to have to kind of watch it take shape as we go. Probably take me a couple videos to get it done because it's going to be a pretty big project. But it's going to be really interesting, and I couldn't describe what I was going for with it if I even tried. I have a story in my head, and that story is what I'm going to use to transform this. So I'm just going to have to figure it out as we go. All right, well, let me grab a couple tools, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, we got our chisel here. We're going to use a combination of a chisel and grinders, and we're going to start getting all this bark off and get it cleaned up. And that's going to give me a better idea of what we have to work with and what direction I'm going to go with this piece. So some of it will be handwork, and some of it will have some power tools, and hopefully here in a little while we'll have something that looks much different than just a old dead tree stump. All right, well, let's get started. Sometimes you have unexpected guests. Now we're just going to let them sit for a minute. All right, and this is why I really love doing what I do. And you never know, don't ever write anything off, people or a piece of wood, because you saw what it looked like before, and you can see just how incredibly beautiful that this is turning out. Sorry, I know I'm making everybody seasick here, trying to get a good picture of this with a GoPro is hard. There we go. You can see just, I mean, that is just so pretty. Just so pretty. I was not expecting all the reds and the spalting. I knew there'd be some spalting, but I wasn't expecting the red. So I don't think it's showing up as bright on camera as it is, but we're getting there. So I gotta go get a battery, and you can see we are making one heck of a mess. But this is going to turn out much prettier than I was expecting, which is going to require possibly some rethinking of what I was going to do. All right, we'll be back in a second. Alright, so one of the best parts about being an artist when you have ADD is you're allowed to jump around. So if you want to, so you can get bored. The inside started getting a little bit monotonous. There's a lot to do on this piece, so I like to hop to the outside to see what it's going to look like. And I think this is really going to turn out really cool with the differences with the reds. And yeah, this is going to be really awesome. So we'll take a little break. We'll come back and hop in again. So sometimes you just have small pieces and nothing you have tool-wise will fit. So you go to the hand sanding. So we're going to do that for a minute and get some of these tool marks out and then see where we go from here. Okay, so I think we're about good for the night, and this is going to turn out really cool. Now, like I said, I know some people are going to be upset because I'm leaving you in suspense, not showing you everything. Okay, so I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the night. I know there's going to be some people upset at me for leaving them in suspense because I didn't totally finish this, but don't worry, you folks are not the only ones in suspense, so am I. Because I still haven't totally, you know, got everything in my head, and some of the color and whatnot kind of changed it. Now you can see this thing is going to be really cool. I mean, the way the white has come out on the main wood with the red and the spalting inside, you can see still some tool marks, a good bit of sanding and whatnot to do. But I'll take care of that. I've got some other things I don't have here with me. That's going to make it a little bit easier to get in those little bitty spaces. But you can see, compared from, you know, down here, which is why I left that, to up here, you know, it's just a completely different dynamic. I think it's gonna be really, really phenomenal. So you're going to want to make sure and like, subscribe, and share, and follow us. Otherwise, you might not get to see the finished product, and it won't be too much longer. I've got a lot of stuff for this thing, so yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think it's late, about 11 o'clock at night, and we are going to clock out so we can get up in the morning and get started back. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.